This is actually happening. I cannot believe this is actually happening, guys. Like, it's actually happening. Hey guys, today's video is literally gonna be off the rockers. Like, this is so crazy. Like, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. So today we're gonna be discussing all the 21 Pilot theories and everything that has been posted on the Dema website regarding Clancy and all of that cryptic jazz, because you know 21 Pilots actually has a generic, it'd be cryptic jazz, because they post cryptic jazz. It's insane. Anyways, today we're gonna be discussing all that, so if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me and give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get into this cryptic video, because honestly we need all the time we can get. So some of you guys may know most of this information, because if you've been following this as closely as I have, you probably know all this, but I kind of wanted to discuss it, kind of talk about it and see how like it connects, and kind of discuss my opinions and then see what you guys have to say. So definitely leave some comments below with your opinions, because I want to know. I want to know what you guys think, because this is crazy. Like, this is so crazy. I'm literally so hyped for this video. Like, you guys don't even know. Like, 21 Pilots, 21 Pilots, 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots. I mean, it can't get better than that. So basically all this started back in April on the 21st when someone discovered on the 21 Pilots web store that under the Russell section there's a GIF playing at the top, and it had some secret message that was the link to the website that all of this stuff has come from, which is demainfo.org. I'll have it right here so you guys can find it. That's literally where everything has been posted. So that is how we discovered the website. So basically how we knew that the Dema website was more than likely from 21 Pilots was, one, it was on the GIF on their website, and two, back in January, Josh had an interview and they asked where Tyler was, and he said he was off serving ties with Dema. So that's kind of how we knew like the whole Dema thing, like that's how we knew it was actually them. I mean, really no one can create something as cryptic as that except Tyler and Josh, so pretty logical to assume that that is Tyler and Josh. The first thing that was posted was a letter from Clancy. Now we're assuming that Clancy is Tyler and Josh. Now we don't know. We assume that they came up with this fictional character named Clancy, and that's who they're going under, so that's what we assume. Could be different, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The letter was kind of creepy. It just was basically this Clancy character saying how he was kind of doubting the Dema horizon and how it didn't occur to him till his 9th year. So some people are saying like his 9th year. 21 Pilots from 2009, so 2018 is their 9th year. So it like makes sense that Clancy is 21 Pilots. So basically the letter is kind of like Clancy saying that like he realized that Dema's not his home and it's more of a trap, so he's kind of like realizing that he needs to get out, so it's kind of like building up, I guess. I don't really know, it's kind of weird. But in this letter he said something about the west wall is blocked and east is up. People were like creating these theories for this, and I actually just saw that today, I don't know when this video is going out, but today is July 9th, and basically this morning people in, I think it's London, Australia, and Canada have seen all of these 21 Pilot billboards being put up. So it's like the yellow tape and then it has this new sign on it, and someone, I don't even know how people figure this out, this is crazy. Someone said that so this is someone else's theory, and they said that they looked up the 3 cities with top related billboards and they create almost a straight line in the west, so that it could be like the west wall. That's crazy. Along with the letter, a few other photos were posted on the website as well. So one of them says like failed perimeter escape by Dema Council. So it's kind of saying he's trying to escape, I guess. I don't know if that was him or someone else. The code on the failed escape thing was actually Tyler's birthday, so someone found that. Just a random fact. And then the next photo is these vultures on what we believe is the Tower of Silence, which would make sense because they said like they're gonna sit in silence, like they're in silence right now. So the Tower of Silence makes sense. Below the vulture photo it says Death Eaters, so that's lovely. People were also saying that the bird picture could represent like the Isle of Flightless Birds, which is one of 21 Pilots songs off of their self-titled album. And above all of these photos they have like little numbers and the word moon written above them. So like the vulture one has 009, 12 moon 29. Some people thought maybe those would be like the dates to something, but it hasn't really led to anything that I know of. The next photo is this little kid that appears to be dabbing. So some people said it looks just like the Regional Best album cover, which that's what I thought when I saw it, so that might be what it is. The next photo is like this circle, and it actually like in the center has like the same little dots on the front of the Blurry Face album cover, but they call it a compass because it says severing ties. It says get out, the compass lies, they don't control you, get out. So it's basically saying the compass lies and they don't control you. In the compass, it has little words written all over it. One says like Nico. If you guys didn't know, 21 Pilots registered 2 of their song titles. Bands and artists have to do that before they're gonna release a song. So one of them's Nico and the Niners, and the other's Jumpsuit. So there's a lot of things that come back to Nico, and it has been put into these photos, so super cryptic. I don't know how they came up with this, but it's pretty good. And then the words in the center that look like the blurry face, like logo, people have deciphered those words that are actually like parts of the songs off of Blurry Face. So someone actually discovered that if you put the click flag over the compass, it actually matches up with the compass. So is that a coincidence? Is there ever a coincidence with 21 Pilots? I think not. In the error code on the website that says they mustn't know you were here, they have capital letters throughout that. If you take all the capital letters out and you lay them out, it says east is up. And then again in the compass letter it says get out, the compass lies, they don't control you, get out, the compass lies. Those capital letters throughout that also spell out east is up. So they're clearly trying to tell us something with east is up. 2 days later, another letter from Clancy appeared on the website, and it kind of just was basically Clancy saying that he doesn't feel like Dema is his home and doesn't feel accurate to him, and he feels like he's been put into a slot that they've put him in. So he's realizing that this is not where he's meant to belong, and that he's going to eventually try to escape. So it's kind of him like doubting where he is. Some of the words are missing letters to them, and people obviously could put 2 and 2 together because it flowed with the sentence. And those letters that were missing spell out you are still sleeping. Then a GIF was added to the website, which is this cheetah running, and there's like letters flashing at the top throughout the GIF that go really fast. Someone obviously got all those letters written down, and it says, you still don't know his real name, do you? And then if you take the letters that are in the place of the spaces, it spells Nico. So the next thing that happened was when the song titles were put in the US database, which was Nico and the Niners jumpsuit, like I said earlier. And the next thing that happened was Tyler actually liked a photo on Instagram, and it was somebody's photo. I'm gonna put it right here. And he liked it, and then he unliked it. It was just kind of weird because they've been on hiatus and they haven't been on social media for a year. So for him to come back and like something, it was just kind of random. I don't actually know if the photo has any relevance to this, but it was just kind of weird. So after the cheetah GIF, another photo was uploaded, and it appears to be a bunch of people like up on a cliff. And then underneath of it, it said, not my only friend. I don't know if that's cryptic, but it did say that, and it did have another date above it as well. The next thing that happened was an audio clip was actually found on the website, so I'm gonna play it right now. So that's what that sounded like, and basically people have high pitched it up, slowed it down, played it in reverse, and no one really knows for sure what it says. It's kind of like gibberish. I'm sure we will know like once the song comes out. We're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's from the song. People have said that it sounds like we are banditos if you reverse it backwards, which actually in one of the letters, if you took some of the like capital letters or whatever, one of those type things, it spells out we are banditos. So people think that's what it's saying. People also said, so did they bury you? That's what they think maybe it's saying. I don't really know, but it's kind of weird. The next 2 things that were posted were a GIF of a vulture like turning his head, which is really creepy, and I'm not really sure what that has to do, but we have seen lots of vultures in the previous photos, so it could have something to do with that. It has the date of the day that was posted, and the next thing that was posted was what people thought was like yellow highlighter going down a page, and it actually is the yellow tape that is on those billboard signs that I mentioned. So that has been connected to being like yellow tape. So basically they figured out where the we are banditos thing came from, where I was talking about earlier. If you put the highlighter over the Clancy letter, it pointed to the letters that said we are banditos, so that's what they thought the clip might say. The next thing that was posted was another letter from Clancy, and it's just him saying more about how he was lied to, and like he realized that he needs to escape. It's another cryptic letter. It is basically Clancy like realizing things that have happened, and like people have lied to him and all this crazy stuff that I don't really understand. Another image was posted after that. I'm not really sure what that is. I couldn't really find anything about it on the internet, but it kind of looks like maybe like the light above the wall that he's referring to. And then the next thing that was posted was a Clancy letter. So this is the letter that really got all of us shook, because it said that he's gonna escape and that by morning everything would be different. So people were like, oh my gosh, you're coming back in the morning. I'm like, you really think 21 Pilots is gonna come back that easy? No. This letter definitely had a different tone to it. It was definitely a lot different from the other ones. Kind of seemed like you were gonna get a return within the next few hours. Those little like dotted lines on the letter, actually someone took them and they lined them up. The lines actually point to the letters that spell wake up, which is ironic because the next thing has to do with that. So what happened the following morning was an email was sent out by 21 Pilots themselves, and it said, are you still sleeping? And it had this little gif of this eye, and you could kind of see it was slowly opening. Like when they started the hiatus, they posted the eye slowly closing, and now it's starting to open again. And you could kind of see within the eye like this little like gif playing. No one's really been able to like translate what's inside of it because you could barely see it, but we think that it might be clips from the future music video that's gonna come out. The next thing that was posted was a gif of torches, which appears to be from the future music video as well, and it has to do with the letter because the letter said something about torches in it. It says, but we are willing to risk being insured in order to find it. We know that we must go lower and wait for the torches. So the gif with the torches relates to the letter, which connects the dots. As always, what the gif was titled, someone decrypted it, so the code that says FCE 300 is the hex code for yellow, so they can't see yellow. So in the letter it says like they can't see yellow, which is why we think the theme is yellow. The next thing that was posted was another letter from Clancy, and this time it was handwritten. It was saying that he escaped and that things were gonna be different and that he would never stop. The next thing that happened was actually today, which is July 9th. They posted and updated their profile pics and headers on every single social media platform of them, which they had not done for over a year, so that was pretty exciting for everyone. And then they tweeted another gif of that same eye that we got in the email, but it's opening up further and you can kind of actually see the video playing in the eye. I think all that you could really see was like a horse. Also, people are trying to figure out what the eye actually is. Some people have thought that it's a bubonic plague mask, which would go kind of with theme of like Dema and like the vultures and stuff. Some people think it's an owl because someone actually mirrored the photo and put them together and it does look like an owl. Some people think it's a moon. If you tilt it sideways, it looks like a moon, which all of the photos had like the word moon above it, so could have something to do with that. And then lastly, people think that it could be Tyler from the Ride music video with his glasses, because someone actually compared the two photos and flipped them back and forth, and it really looks like that same picture of Tyler just completely darkened. So it's the next day, and 21 Pilots uploaded another gif of the eye opening on all their social medias, and you can actually hear some of the new song in the background, so I'm gonna play it for you guys right now. So the eye is actually opening a lot quicker than we thought it was. So we actually might be getting new music tomorrow, which is Wednesday. If not, definitely Thursday or Friday. So I'm super excited, and I will definitely be posting a reaction video when it comes out. So be on the lookout for that because it's gonna be crazy. So just like a blurry face, I do think that Dema is a character and has some like part, like Tyler said, like when he made blurry face, he wanted to create something that had a seat at the table, so when they were writing they could like focus on that. So I do definitely think that Dema is some type of character or something that has some type of deeper meaning to it. I do think that the theory about it being like the reporters and social media is true. I think that that's what it is. And I do believe that Clancy is Tyler and Josh. I'm not like 100% sure, but we do think that that's what it is. It would make sense because they're saying they escaped and then they posted stuff, So basically someone asked some of the workers putting up the billboards for the 21 Pilot stuff, and they said that they're going to be changing those same billboards to something 21 Pilot related on Friday. So people think that that's either going to be like promotion for the new single or the new album or like a tour. So that's really exciting. I'm really excited to see, because I'm going to be going to their tour, I'm going to be going to one of their shows, and I'm going to be vlogging it. So you guys can look forward to that because that's going to be so cool. I've never vlogged a concert and I've always wanted to, so I'm like super excited now. So yeah, I think that's all of my theories and stuff. I probably missed stuff, like I said, because there's like a crap ton of information. For me to remember all of that and cover all of it, it's pretty much impossible. So I hope that I covered most of the important stuff that I wanted to and kind of connected the dots to some things. Obviously, some of the answers we're not going to get until the actual album comes out, because then stuff is going to make sense, and then Tyler's going to explain stuff, and then we're going to be like, oh my gosh, it all makes sense now. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave some video suggestions in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video because I'm going to be hearing some new top music. Let's go.